Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of English Public Speaking, the Ielts. Um, we haven't talked to each other for a month or 2 weeks, I don't remember. But anyway, today, this session, we're gonna talk about rules. Um, so here's a couple. Here are a couple of questions regarding the rules that I'm gonna try to answer. But okay. First, we have why do we have rules in society? Give it a minute. I think the reason why we have rules in society is that when you have rules, people will follow these standards, and they're less likely to do something out of the norm, which is really important. Because if people act without any constraints, they could uh, do something that is immoral, unethical, or illegal. So we have rules that they help regulate these behaviors. And additionally, rules help people. Rules create order, because if there's no rules, people just act. People could, people, if there were no rules, people could just, you know, act whatever they feel like, which could lead to chaos. So we definitely need rules in society. In society. In my opinion, the reason why we have rules in society is that without rules, there would be chaos, because nobody wants to follow any certain uh, standards anymore, so they would just do whatever they want. So I don't want to sound judgmental, but many people are self-serving, and they could do whatever they can in order to achieve they want, even if it's illegal, it's immoral and ethical. So yeah, having rules helps regulate that, uh, forcing them to behave in a certain societal standard. In my opinion, the reason why people follow rules is that, why we need rules is that without rules, there would be chaos because people would behave in whatever they want in order to benefit themselves. I don't want to say that everyone is selfish, but a large portion of the population tend to, do things that could be considered unethical or illegal, to have an edge over others. So having rules helps regulate that, and prevent people from going beyond the societal standards. Um, We have rules in society. We have rules in society to maintain order, protect people's rights and safety, help everyone live together peacefully, help everyone live to help everyone live together peacefully, help everyone live together peacefully. Without rules, there could be confusion and chaos, because people might do whatever they want without considering the actions affect others. How actions affect others. Rules set standards for acceptable behavior. Acceptable behavior. Promote fairness. Help prevent harmful and illegal actions. They also provide consequences for those who break up, which encourages them to act responsibly. So how many ideas do we have here? To maintain order, that's one. That's it. Confusion and chaos. This is an extension of the first idea. So there's still one. Which is standards of it. Fairness, this is a new point. I'm gonna add that to my answer. So this is new as well. You know what? Having rules maintains orders because having rules maintain order because without rules, people would, you know, act in whatever they want. They may not consider how their actions affect others, and you know, additionally, rules help people act within the constraint of societal standards, societal norms. So preventing them from doing illegal or unethical activities. So, and finally, um, rules help. Rules applying rules encourages applying rules encourages fairness and ensures that everyone is protected by the laws. First of all, I think having rules ensures fairness, ensuring that everyone has the same uh, protection and fairness. For example, without rules, some people may receive more pension than others despite their contributions are being the same. Additionally, uh, without rules, there would be a lot of chaos because people just do whatever they want to without considering their actions to others. So I don't want to overgeneralize, but um, a lot of people tend to be selfish and they act in a way that only serves themselves, and that could cause a lot of problems, as many other people wouldn't receive a fair share that they're entitled to. Do you think it's necessary to set up rules about overworking people? We definitely should, because we don't have rules over on this. Many people would abuse and exploit their employees and work them to exhaustion. So, I mean, this is less common now in Western societies, but it's still pretty prevalent in developing countries like the ones in Asia and Africa. So we definitely should set out rules and enforce them. That way, laborers can be protected and ensure that they are not being exploited. As for the organizations, I think that also help them, help the employees work more productively. Because of that, the output of the work is also higher, and the company could become more profitable. The company could become more profitable. Profitable.
Profitable.
And because of that, companies could become more profitable. Yeah, let's do it again, okay? Don't feel very satisfied with this answer. Um, so I'm just gonna talk about 3 questions because I don't have much time left. So let's do it. Yeah, I think it's very important to set rules on overworking overworking people, because we don't do that. Many people, many employees could be exploited and overworked to exhaustion. In many cases, they could suffer from long-term illness, and some even face death or suicide. So yeah, it's it is imperative that we protect our workers, and on the on the other hand I think when the employees are happy and not feeling exhausted, their their productivity actually increases. Because of that, organizations also benefit from that. So it could become more profitable. So yeah, it's beneficial for both the employers and the employees. Excessively long hours, which which could lead to stress, burnout, health problems, reduced productivity. Regulations such as maximum working hours, overtime pay, mandatory breaks help ensure fair treatment, maintain a healthy work-life balance, maintain healthy work-life balance, health, maintain a healthy work-life balance. It also reduce the risk of workplace accidents caused by fatigue. What fair treatment. Maintain a healthy work-life balance. It also reduces the risk of workplace accident and fatigue. Well, I think it's very important because if there are no rules, employers could overwork their employees to exhaustion, or force them to work long hours, and in the long term that could lead to burnout, stress, exhaustion, you know any other health issues, or even in many countries people even committed suicide because of these issues. Um, so yeah, not only does it not only does it protect the people health, but it also increase their productivity as well. Because when the employees are happy and well rested, they work more efficiently, and because of that, companies also benefit from that, and as a result, they may become more profitable. Let's see what the last one for today. What are some examples of rules that exist in many families? Alright, so the first one that comes to mind is um, you know, don't bring your food to your room. I don't know about the families in the West, but in many families in Vietnam, you know, you're not allowed to bring food in your room because that could attract mice and cockroaches or ants to your room. So yeah. Also, it helps young children to practice discipline, because if you eat you because for many parents they should eat at places that are designed to eat, such as the kitchen or maybe in the living room. But bedroom are usually not for eating, because that's the place for sleeping and other activities. That's my opinion regarding how parents think. I'm not 100% sure, but yes, it's my opinion. Secondly, I think when people are um, when you greet a group of family members, you have to greet from the oldest people, the older person, to the youngest one. So, and also, you usually prioritize uh, men over women. So, for example, if there's a grandfather and a grandmother, and then the parents, then the grandfather should be the first one that you say hi to, and you know your mom is usually the last in this case. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are more, but those are some of the rules that I can remember from my own experience and memory. Okay, so the first one that comes to mind is I don't know in many other cultures, but in the Vietnamese culture, when you greet a group of family members, you have to greet from the oldest person to the youngest one, and you also have prioritized men over women. So let's say you know they are your grandfather, grandmother, and your parents in the living room when you came home. When you come home, the first person you have to say hi to is your grandfather. The last one is your mother. So yeah, um, that's one rule. Another one I can think of is for many families, um, young children, or even for adults, should not bring food to their room, their bedroom, because that could attract rats, mice, or you know ants to the room and cause a lot of problems. They could you know make nests inside your room, and they could live inside your room and disturb you. So they don't want to draw the animals to the bedroom. This is the place they want peace and quiet and free from pests and potential diseases as well, especially for rats. In Vietnamese culture. Okay, that's enough for today. Alright guys, thank you for watching and listening. I'll see you tomorrow or the next day, day after tomorrow. We're gonna tackle all of the questions all at once. Okay, I'm gonna go over these questions again, and then I'm gonna answer the rest, which are only two, I think. Anyway, stay awesome, bros. Ciao.